Hey everyone! Today we're making chocolate brownie cookies, chewy, fudgy, and loaded with chunks of chocolate. Alright, first up, chop 2 tablespoons or 15 grams of almonds into small pieces. Here's a crunchy fact. Almonds have been cultivated for over 4,000 years. Ancient Romans even tossed them at weddings as a symbol of good luck and fertility. That little crunch in our cookies comes with a history of celebration. Then chop 3/4 of a cup, or 120 grams, of dark chocolate, 50 to 60% cocoa into chunks. Did you know? The first solid chocolate bar was invented in 1847 by a British chocolatier. Before that, chocolate was only consumed as a drink for the wealthy. Melting it today feels like tapping into liquid gold. One for the bowl, maybe one as a snack. I won't tell. Place the chopped dark chocolate in a heat-proof bowl. Add 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of butter. Melt gently over a double boiler, stirring until the mixture is smooth and glossy. Set aside to cool slightly. In a mixing bowl, whisk together 1 large egg, about 50 grams, 1/4 cup or 50 grams of brown sugar, 1/8 teaspoon or 1 gram of salt, 1 teaspoon or 2 grams of instant coffee, and 1/2 teaspoon or 2 grams of vanilla extract. Here's a clever trick. Bakers often add a touch of coffee to chocolate desserts. It doesn't make them taste like coffee, but it deepens the cocoa flavor, making it bolder and more complex. Whisk until the mixture is pale and fluffy, like a light caramel foam. Now pour in the melted chocolate mixture and whisk until silky smooth. Next, combine 1/3 cup or 40 grams of all-purpose flour with 1/2 teaspoon or 2 grams of baking powder. Sift directly into the chocolate mixture for cloud-like lightness. Fun fact, the first mechanical flour sifter was patented in 1819 in the United States. Before that, people used woven horsehair sieves. Either way, the goal was the same: light, lump-free baking. Fold gently until everything just comes together into a glossy dough. Fold 1/4 cup or 30 grams of chocolate chunks and the chopped almonds into the dough. Stir just until combined. And while we're at it, here's a sweet accident. The very first chocolate chip cookie was created in 1938 when Ruth Wakefield added chopped chocolate into dough thinking it would melt. It didn't, and instead, she invented the world's most famous cookie. Now cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let it rest at room temperature for 30 minutes. This allows the flour to hydrate and gives the cookies their chewy bite. While the dough rests, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Once ready, use an ice cream scoop to portion out the dough, about 1 tablespoon or 15 grams per cookie, onto a parchment-lined tray. Oh, and here's a baker's secret. Most home ovens can be off by 10 to 25 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 to 12 degrees Celsius. That's why professionals swear by oven thermometers. It's the difference between gooey centers and overbaked cookies. Remember to leave enough space between cookies so they can spread. Bake for 10 to 11 minutes, until the edges are set but the centers are still soft. Let them cool on the tray for a few minutes. They'll finish cooking gently as they rest. Break one open. The edges are crisp, the center is gooey, and little chunks of almond and chocolate make every bite exciting. These cookies are quick, simple, and packed with flavor, the perfect mix of brownie richness and cookie charm. Remember, melt gently, don't overmix, and pull them out while the centers are still soft. That's the secret. And of course, like and subscribe to LeeA. More chocolate magic is coming your way.